Yo, what is going on, part-timers? Zach here. In today's video, we're going to be jumping into Operation 3-3. I'm going to leave it on auto deploy. I think it's going to make it a little bit easier for me to talk over stuff. This is going to be my team. The main kind of thing that's being added here is going to be a Weedy. She'll make a little bit more sense if you've never played this level. I'll explain why I'm using her. And then here's kind of what I have in case you guys were wondering, my vanguards and stuff like that. And they'll make a little bit more sense as we go. I'll just explain why I have each person as we kind of deploy them. Now, the reason I wanted to do kind of just auto deploy is because I can actually pause and I can do 1 time, 2 times, all that kind of stuff. And I think it's going to be easier for narration. So the main thing that I did right here is put Cell Each. I think I probably could have used someone like Myrtle. I don't think it really mattered. It could have used either or. I just wanted somebody that could generate DP without having to kill somebody. And it just seemed like Cell Each was a good idea. Now, it took me forever to finally realize that I knew what these guys did, the radar dudes. I knew that they made these little bushes pretty much obsolete for snipers or whoever you're going to put in there. But it took me forever to figure out, like, okay, so how do I kill these dudes? And I could just put Melinta in there and just, you know, pretty much spawn her right on top of these guys and end up killing them by the time anybody even gets to Cell Each. So that is essentially what I did, is I put her just right on top of it. We'll just go ahead and speed it up a little bit because all I wanted to do was kill this dude by the time that they got up. And I was able to get a little DP recovery. And then I went ahead and got rid of her because obviously she's just in a dumb spot. She's not going to be doing anything there. And then I put XI up there. And then I just had her do her thing for a little bit. And then I was able to put my defender. Now, the reason I like using this defender is she has this 3 slot or like the 3 lane here. So she's able to actually attack in front of Cell Each. I don't know if it really would have made too much of a difference, but that's the reason that I did that. And then I put Weedy here, and this is what took me forever to find out. I actually had some people help me in Discord on the abilities of the boss here, not on the setup, but just the abilities of what this boss actually does and the timing of stuff. And it really helped me out in realizing where I needed to put Weedy and how this needed to work, because basically what she ends up doing is teleporting past whoever's blocking her. So she will teleport past Cell Each, get stuck with my defender here, and then Weedy's just going to knock her out. It took me forever to find that out. So for now, nothing really changes. I just have it kind of go through. This is really just the bread and butter for a little bit. I have my healer here. She's able to go all the way up here. If I click her, she's basically able to get everybody all the way up to there. And then whoever I put here, I think I eventually put the caster. But nothing really changes for the most part until this big dude over here to the left walks past. And then that's when I put Vanilla down to eventually start to guard that little area, because I think this guy comes and then these two come all the way over here as well. So I wanted somebody that was able to block 2 people, which is why I've just been using Vanilla. If I'm being honest, I don't really know why I've been using Vanilla. Maybe it's because she also does DP on recovery without having to kill somebody. I just think it's a little bit more convenient. And then I put Melinta down here on this guy so that I could eventually set up my sniper, whoever I wanted to put in there, because he was just kind of annoying. It took me so long to figure out the order of operations, I guess is what I'll call it. It takes a bit. It takes a minute to kind of figure everything out. So this is the part, though. This is the part where she's going to teleport, face step, and I'm like, bam. When I smacked her down, I was like, yes, die. I didn't know she was going to insta-die. For some reason, I thought, like, since she was a boss, she was going to do something like, I don't know, extraordinary or something. But that was so cool to find out that that was really all I had to do. So then this person ended up dying, and I take Melinta back. Now, the mistake that I make here is you can see already that Vanilla's probably going to die. Newsflash, she does die, because I was focusing on this so much. I'm like, yeah, I finally killed her. And then I was trying to get rid of the undeploy here and make sure that I did that correctly. And then I ended up messing up and killing her. So in the grand scheme of stuff, it doesn't matter too much. I just put Gummy in there. She's able to block quite a bit. And then I just get my setup here for my AoE. Now, eventually I do make a mistake on the AoE and she ends up dying. It doesn't cost me like the 3-star or nothing, but it does kind of suck. The big part here is the fact that these guys are cloaked, and I didn't really know how to go about this because you have to smack them with a melee unit, but they have to like walk into her. Like, so essentially you have to wait for her to walk into Gummy, or them to walk into Gummy. And I didn't know that they were going to do that. I was kind of worried that they weren't going to. And I was like, God, they're just going to sit there, aren't they? But eventually they walk up and you're able to smack them. So luckily they move, because otherwise I was like, God, they're not going to do anything. And that's when my healer actually died. Now, the other issue that I thought I was going to have is these guys, the little drones. I thought that I wasn't going to be able to kill them in time, because you can see that they almost pass. But it's just like right at the last second she's able to kill. So it all ends up working out. But this level had me thinking, like, it almost seemed like everything was working out right when it needed to. It was very close to me not being able to get the stuff that I needed. If I hadn't done it so many times, I don't think that I would have been able to get it like on my first time. And then I eventually put her down as a caster as well to help out with these big dudes because they were kind of beating my butt for a little bit. A lot of times I'd have Sally each die, and I think I could have got rid of her, honestly, and it would have been fine. I just kind of kept her, the fact that she was doing a little bit of damage and helping out quite a bit. But overall, I think that this mission was pretty hard as far as like just trying to get the timing of everything correctly and just making sure what units I needed to use, when I needed to use them, the formations and stuff. So I really wanted to show this one as mainly just like, I'm actually kind of proud that I've learned a little bit of some of the different things. Now, I definitely could have probably done that better. I know a lot of you guys are probably like, oh, you could have done this or that or this. But I think I'm starting to progress as far as like the mindset. But overall, I haven't been using any tips. I haven't really been using any guides. I've asked people on Discord on certain abilities of bosses so I can get a better idea of what they kind of do. But I've been really trying to do everything by myself and trying to get to a point where I can start to think of the basics and stuff like that. And I gotta say, I feel like I'm going on the right path anyway. But I just wanted to share this one because I thought it made me think a little bit, and I'm actually happy with the way that it turned out. I think I did pretty good on it. But anyway, guys, I will see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your night, guys. Peace.